Hi friends, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will see how to create a certificate using OpenSSL tool. So I was getting a lot of requests about creating a video or giving a tutorial on how to generate a certificate x509 and how to sign existing certificate if you have a CSR generated from any of your device. And so I'm going to teach you everything about how you can use the OpenSSL tool to generate a certificate, and then how you can use your CA cert to sign the other certificate so that you can use it in your internal, uh, internally hosted website, server, or whatever. So first of all, I'll show you. So once you install the OpenSSL uh, software, once you do that, you will see this folder under C, OpenSSL Win64 or 32, whichever you choose to install. So once you have that, once you install everything, you will see OpenSSL window 64. You will have to click here and then go to bin. So here in bin, you will have your OpenSSL application. So you can see here. So you will have to click here, run as administrator. So this is important. Otherwise, most of the commands will not work if you don't run it as an administrator. And the other way would be to go to the command prompt and then do cd to that particular folder and then start using the command prompt. So whenever you do this method, whereas in you are using your existing terminal, you'll have to browse through that particular bin folder, and then whatever you type, you will have to type OpenSSL and then the command. So since I am already having this application running, so this is the OpenSSL tool with the CLI. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to create a CA cert. In order to create a CA cert, I would require a key. So first of all, I will generate a key for the creation or the generation of the CA cert. So the command to do that would be gen RSA, since it is going to be a RSA key. So I'm going to use 256-bit encryption standard. Okay, and I'm going to out ca.key. This is the key that I'm going to generate, which is going to be 4096 bit in length. Okay, so I'll have to enter the password to protect the key. Okay, so now I have the private key, okay, CA key. Now I will have to generate the CA cert. So private key is used for generating the certificate and the public key. So now in order to do that, the command would be req and then the new cert format would be x.509, and then you will have to specify the days. In my case, it is going to be 365, and then you will have to enter the key which we actually generated in my previous step, and I'm going to cert out with the name. So the same password you will have to enter, whatever password you used while generating the private key. So you will have to fill in all this information. This is going to be your CA cert, which is going to be used for the signing process whenever you want to sign any CSR or whenever you want to sign a server cert. So you'll have to choose a common name. Okay, so now you have the private key and you have the cert generated out of the private key. So what I'm going to show you here is I have a Fortigate firewall, okay, and I'm going to generate a certificate, which is CSR, certificate signing request from the Fortigate firewall. So the certificate name is going to be security, and the domain name going to be Fortigate. So this is going to be SAN, subject alternate name. Well, this is going to be the alternate name because if in case your CN does not match, so whatever entries you have in subject alternate name should match, and then there should not be any overlap issue. So it could be wildcard, but in my case, since we are using a FortiGate firewall, so you don't have to worry about it. So there are times where, as in, if the domain name or the common name, if it is not matching, then the browser will throw an error. So that is the reason why you can update the subject alternate name with multiple entries. If there is a match, then this certificate will be presented to them. But since this is a CSR, so we don't have to worry about it. So I'll keep it blank. So the certificate is generated. I'm going to download this certificate. In this example, I'm going to generate a CSR and I'm going to sign it using my certificates that I already generated using OpenSSL, which is my CSR. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this to my bin folder where my application is there. Okay, again, I'm going back to my bin OpenSSL tool. And then I have to sign the cert. Okay, this is x509 request. So in certificate is going to be your certificate signing request, which is your security. So this is the security CSR is your certificate signing request. So I'm going to put as, okay, this is my insert, which I have to sign it. And then I'll have to specify my CA. So CA cert is this. So I just generated the key ca.key and the certificate ca.cert. So the same cert I'm using here. And then I'll have to specify the key. So I'm using the same key which I have generated in the very beginning. Then I'm going to set the serial number. as 01. So this is the serial number of the certificate that I'm going to sign. And after that, you will have to, out your exact cert, which is going to be my CRT. So CSR was my certificate sign request. I'm going to sign it with my CA cert, which I generated here, and then I'm using a CA key that I generated, and the CA cert is generated from the CA key. So this will actually sign the security CSR, and we'll have the CRT as the output. This is the same password that you typed for the password for the key that was generated for the CA. So once you have signed it, well, you can use the security CRT. So this is the certificate. So if you open this one, you can see here issued to Fortigate, issued by security.com, and validity is 1 year, 365 days, and the fingerprints, well, will be here somewhere. This is the public key that was already there in the certificate. These are the information about the issuer who actually signed this signature. This was SHA-256 was used for signing this cert. And the value would be here in thumbprint. So this was generated using the SHA-256. So in most of the real-time, or maybe if you go here or browse something, let's see about Google. So if you do this, so you can see here, you will see multiple thumbprint or fingerprint. Those are nothing but the hash. You can see here, fingerprints. So whatever CA cert, whatever the certificate authority uses for generating this SHA values, for generating this hash values, it will update the algorithm that was used. So there are two fingerprints. These are the hash. So the same thing what I was trying to show you here. And the serial number, as you can see here, 01. Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, use the certificate that I just created. So this is a certificate that was signed using the CA cert, and then I can upload this. So you can see here, this is a certificate signed by security.com consulting ca@gmail.com, and the fingerprint was MD5 fingerprint. I guess it was SHA-1. Okay, it was MD5. I'm sorry about that. So it is MD5 fingerprint. All right, so this was about, how you can sign your CSR generated by your firewall. So I can use that as well here. Instead of Fortigate factory, I can use this and I can apply. So whenever I try to access the firewall on port 4434, I will get the security certificate. Okay, this is Wi-Fi setting. All right, so here you will have to select. Once you do that, you will be able to see the certificate prompted to you, which is self-signed or signed by your local CA. So this was about the certificate generated from the firewall or any other device. So you call it certificate sign and request, and then once you have that information, you sign it and you make it as CRT. So the next would be, if you have, if you don't have the certificate signing request and you want to, create the certificate and sign it. So in that case, you will have to first generate the new cert the same way you have done it here. So you'll have to generate the key first for the server, and then you will have to generate the certificate. The same process you will follow. Okay. Once you have the CSR, so you can use this CSR and then you can sign it with these keys. So let me try to do that. Earlier I showed you how you can generate the CSR from the device. Now I'm going to show you how you can generate it from the OpenSSL tool. So I'm going to generate a CSR. This is a separate key for my server, and using this server key I'm going to generate the server CSR, certificate signing request, and then I will sign it with my CA cert that I generated here. So in this step, so now I have the key. I'm going to generate the CSR. So I'll have to fill in the information. This is the certificate that is generated for the server. It is not yet signed. So now you have the server certificate generated using the key server.key. You have generated server.csr. So now you will have to sign it. So the same way, your in is going to be the CSR, which is server.csr. Okay, your CA is going to be CA.crt, the one that you generated in the very first step. Your CA key is going to be CA.ky. And then you will have to insert the serial number. So I'm going to insert 53 as the serial number. And I'm going to output the certificate. This will be the signed cert. Okay. I guess you will have to convert this to PEM. Seems like I'm missing something here. So I believe if you are reusing the key, there are times where as in you will see the issue. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to regenerate CSR. I referred many documents and found some good document as well. So let me open up the tool one more time. So here's my tool, and then I will try to regenerate the CSR. So I'm generating a new CSR with the name signing and the key signing.key so that there is no overlapping. Country, state, so whatever you type in your browser should match the CN. If not, then there should be an entry in your SAN subject alternate name. Otherwise, you will see the overlap error or the mismatching CN error. Since we are generating the key and the cert together, so you will see password. So I've given the password as password at 123. So now we have the cert certificate signing request signing.crt. So now I will try to sign this using my CA cert. So this is the command, the same command that I'm using here. Signing CSR is the one that I've generated in the previous configuration. Here I've generated the CSR certificate signing request. This is the key for this one, signing.key to protect it. And then CSR key, serial number 53 out, signing.crt. So you can see here. So you will have to type the password that you gave for the CA.key while generation of the CA key. Now I will try to locate the certificate and I'm going to show you the information. So you can see here, this was the CN that you mentioned here. ABC security.com, because this was signed by the CA cert, and CA cert common name is, so you can compare here. This is the CA cert which was used for signing this cert, and this was issued to abc.com, issued by security.com. Details. This is thumbprint. This is the public key. Issuer name you can see here, ca@gmail.com. You can see here the issuer information, who signed it. On the right hand side, you can see my CA cert. This is the serial number of the CA cert, and I guess here the serial number what I have given here is, okay, it took 35, and it's version 1. All right, that was all about how you can, generate the certificate from the OpenSSL, the certificate signing request, and then how can you sign it with your CA cert and key. And we also saw how you can generate a CSR from a device, and then you can sign that same CSR, and then you can upload that particular certificate in your device and use it. So about the serial number, well, I don't know why it is taking in a reverse manner. It should be, 5-3, but then it is taking 3-5, so no idea. Let's try to do it one more time to see if we can fix the serial number issue. Okay, seems like there is some issue with my tool. Now let's try to see what is the serial number of the certificate. Earlier we saw that the tool was reversing the serial number, so I'm gonna try and see. Okay, so again it is reversing the serial number. I don't know why. Maybe I'm missing something. So the motive here was to see how you can sign the existing CSR, or you can generate the CSR and sign it, and then you can use it in your server. So okay, so I don't know the reason why it is printing 35 instead of 53. Well, I will do a research on this, and I will keep you posted in my comment section. So please do subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and stay tuned for more updates. Have a good day. Bye bye.